Hey, what's going on everybody? Scott Hilse here with you today. I just want to cover what's been going on in the past 6 months. I know I haven't really posted on YouTube too much. I just want to hop on and explain exactly what's been going on, okay? I'm not going to get into the details. It's nobody's really business but mine, but long story short is I've never really experienced anxiety before, and there are some events that happened in March because, I took that month off in January, came back in February, had that great video day in the life of Scott Hilse, and I had all these plans, and then some unfortunate events happened in March, which gave me this insane amount of anxiety, and I always had the stubborn approach to people with anxiety. I'm like, oh, they're weak-minded. That is not the case. This shit took over my life to an extreme, to the point where I was physically sick, like the sickest I've ever been in a long, long time. And luckily, those unfortunate events, they're all over. I'm all better. I'm way out here in Colorado. Just this has helped a lot too. But there's a lot of ground I want to cover in this video. I want to talk about the course update. I want to talk about the podcast. I want to talk about the future of this channel and much more. So be sure to stay till the end. I'm going to try to make this video short and sweet. So in terms of this channel, I just kind of had to take some time off. I wasn't in the right state of mind to be doing it whatsoever, but I was still making solo podcasts, which I have now recently learned that that's something I don't want to do anymore. I feel like I began to stretch it and it just became kind of awkward for me, and it's just not me. I decided, I've tried it out, I've done many, and I've decided that is not for me. Because in my head, it's like I'm kind of posting YouTube videos, but not on my YouTube channel, but on my podcast channel with minimal effort. I didn't want it. I don't want my focus or energy going to that whatsoever anymore. I'm going to be fully focusing on this channel because this is what I like to do. This is what I lose time doing. This is what I have the most passion for. YouTube. Over doing anything in this entire world, there's nothing I like better than making YouTube videos. And that's something I've learned about myself through that crazy period in March, April, and May. Like, guys, I was not okay. Looking back on it, it's pretty crazy, but I was not okay. I was dealing with it in horrible ways, just filling my system with dopamine rather than facing the issues themselves. And my friends and family, literally so many of them said that they have never heard me talk like that or see me like that ever. And I feel like I am completely out of it now, so that's why I'm okay with making these YouTube videos. Something that took me right out of that, it was something I learned right before I actually came out here. Perfect timing, was transcendental meditation. If you guys want to learn more about that, go to tm.org. You will not regret it because it definitely changed my life and helped me out so much. So the second point I want to make about this channel is I made that options trading for hiking boots video, and when I came out here I had all these plans to make all these videos about options trading, but I was not as consistent as I'd like to be. I only became consistent in the strategy in itself, like actually doing it every day, starting like literally 2 months ago. So I think I jumped the ball on that just a little bit, so I apologize for that. Those videos still will be coming because now I feel like I'm really getting the hang of it, but I didn't want to start making those videos and put out this like false perception of me when I didn't even have consistency in that strategy in itself. Moving forward, I decided, I want to make all sorts of types of videos. I don't want to be locked into one sort of type of video. I don't want this to be one sort of super niche channel because I'm not like a super niche person. I like making vlogs, I like making funny videos, I like making educational videos, and I like making educationally entertaining videos. So it's going to be a mix of a whole lot of things. My point is, it's not that I'm not going to make any dropshipping videos ever again, but if I'm going to make a dropshipping video, it's going to be an educationally entertaining video, say like a dropshipping related challenge video. That is my forte, and that's what I love doing because it gives me the creative ability to do with what I want. So yeah, that's the end on the updates on this channel because that's something I really learned. Like, I don't want to be timid or careful with the content I put out, and this YouTube channel is what I like to do more than anything in the world. Okay, now moving on to the podcast. The solo podcasts are done. I just talked about that. I am still going to be doing one-on-one podcasts. It's starting to feel forced, and I know a lot of you have emailed me and a lot of you have messaged me saying you love the podcast. And while I really appreciate that, I got to do this for myself and my focus and my own energy. So that's why all that energy and focus is going right back into this YouTube channel where it initially was and where it definitely belongs. So be on the lookout for the one-on-one podcasts. Those are definitely not going away. Right now, my whole focus and energy is being consistent on this channel with fun, creative, unique content. Okay, guys, and then lastly, let me talk about the course update, taking full responsibility for it, but let me explain what happened. So when I was going through that massive amount of anxiety, or whatever you call it, by the way, I don't have much memory from March and April. That's how crazy this anxiety effect has had on my head. I've never had it before, but basically I made a third of it. I made about 13 to 14 videos for the new course out of the 36 or 40 that I was gonna make. When I was making it, I was not feeling passionate about it. In the videos, I'm like pissed off in it, and you can tell that I'm just not okay in these videos. And I had this deadline because, again, on top of all the unfortunate events that started happening in March, I was moving out of my place and doing all of this stuff and making this decision, the canceling this, finding this. I could go on forever about this video, but I don't want to make it too long. So with all that on my shoulders, with all this anxiety, I was building this course, which I got 13, 14 videos in the way, through with. And the videos that I made, you know, it's just something that I wasn't proud of. I know that I don't really want to put my name on something like that, which unfortunately that increased my anxiety even more, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I just spent so many hours building all this and I'm not really proud of the content I want to put out, but I told everybody that I'd get it out, and it was just this huge bundle of stress, like things just piling on top of each other, which is the main reason that I came out here to Colorado to de-stress, because at that point I started not caring about anything. I started not caring about anyone, including myself. So August 15th of this year, so about in a month and a half, I am dropping Simplify Dropshipping 5.0. Moving forward though, one thing I have noticed is in the previous updates, I'm like, oh, I got all this stuff I need to update the course on. I got to do a full update in order to do it. That is not going to happen anymore. What I'm going to do with this new update is the 5.0 is pretty much going away. It's just going to be Simplify Dropshipping. And when there's new information that needs to be added, I'll add it. If there's old information that needs to be taken out, I'll take it out. Ow, damn, my knees are hurting. And this is my last point of this video. So something that started happening like October is I started getting, you know, decently good with stocks and crypto, and I had like, you know, some six-figure realized gained weeks. You know, it was just the most insane thing I've ever seen, with hardly any work that contributed to it. So I've always had this idea of, you know, I'm always talking about this channel, it's all about freedom, freedom, freedom. That's all about life is freedom, freedom. But I've realized that that is a fundamentally wrong way to live. It's not about freedom. It's about taking on as much responsibility as possible. Responsibility to your family, responsibility to your friends, responsibility to your business, and perhaps most importantly, responsibility towards your passion. That's what's going to make you feel fulfilled, because it's not, life isn't about happiness, it's about fulfillment, because through fulfillment you bring happiness. And life isn't about money, trust me, because when I started making all that money with little to no effort, I'm like, oh, I can just chill, I can lay back. And that was a very dark winter for me, because I didn't really work too hard, because I was making more money than ever with barely any work. And I'm like, I cracked the code. But something that I realized through that is when I stopped making the YouTube videos, when I stopped working on businesses, and when I stopped doing all this, I stopped feeling fulfilled. And then therefore I stopped really feeling happy. Even though I was making tons of money, guys, I wasn't actually doing what I love. And what do I love to do more than anything is make YouTube videos and make these businesses. And I stopped doing that because I was making a bunch of money in the stocks and crypto. Money gives you the ability to chase what you actually want, but don't let money become the thing that you chase. Because deep inside, I don't think anyone just wants money. They want the money, initially at least, they want the money so that they can chase their passion. Because if you're not careful and all you do is just chase after money, chase after money, chase after money, at the end of your life, you might just be left with a whole lot of money. Because that was a hole I fell into. Because if you have a whole lot of money, but you're not actually doing what you want to do, it's not worth it. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions for me, leave them in the comments below. I got tons of videos I'm going to be rolling out here soon. It's going to be awesome. I feel so happy to be back. There's nothing that makes me more happy than looking at this camera and just making videos. It's awesome to be back. It's awesome to be talking to you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Again, leave any comments below. This is just an update for all of you guys to understand where I'm coming from and where we're going. So thanks so much for watching. Peace out.